All right. I forget how to do the introductions.
This is accidental nonsense. I'm Kristen,
I'm Dave, and then we say it.
and
I think
then
this
it's
is I think
accidental
this is
non.
episode 19. We've been away for a long time.
It's been long. We don't remember.
We've been away very long. I moved. Kristen's back in the States. We already talked about that, and then she left again because she went to tour Europe. So she wanted to
Yeah,
leave, and she came back, but then she didn't want to stay, so she left, and now she's
can't
back
stay too
again.
long. Can't get too comfortable.
You can't get too comfortable. I wanted to start off with something I found. We're just kind of winging it. This is our welcome back episode. So there's a TikTok. You tell me if it's true or not. You ready?
Okay.
It says the hidden truth at the top. It's just a text TikTok thing. You know they do that sometimes.
All right.
It says after 24 hours of no food, your body switches to the auto AT I can't pronounce it. AUTOPHAGY. Whatever mode. That mode.
Autophagy? I forgot how you spell
Autophagy mode.
it.
Your body starts scavenging itself. What does it eat first? This is what it says. It says it starts eating toxins, fat, crystal deposits, lumps, cysts, and garbage. And then it says when animals become sick, their first instinct is to fast because that is the quickest way to heal the body. Is that true?
uh, is
Should
that
we
true?
should we
Or do
be
I guess which one it eats first?
No, I mean just in general. Like I heard fasting is very good for you, but is that the reason why?
I mean, I feel like I do know the answer. I feel like some of those are true, at least, if not all of them. But
It eats your lumps.
you can get those benefits just from
Fasting.
being healthy.
What's a good amount of hours to fast?
I'd say no hours. Who wants to
You
fast?
don't want to fast? No, it's supposed to be really good for you. You got to fast.
Yeah, it's supposed to be, but so's drinking water.
And wine once a
Lots
day.
of things are good for you, yeah.
Actually, I started the Mediterranean diet again because that's the diet I like the
I
best, and
saw your little tweet.
it works for me. And one of the things of there was another article I was reading up on it again, and it says, which I can't do in my situation, but it says to drink wine, a glass of wine moderately, and by moderately it means once a day. But then it says unless you can't handle once a day,
What's the reason for that, though?
it's good for you.
But why?
I don't know the health benefits. Wine.
Antioxidant?
I should explain what the Mediterranean
Medical
diet is. So the Mediterranean diet is basically just healthy eating, right? You limit red meats and you limit like sugars and processed foods, and basically it's just eating all natural
Lots
stuff,
of
right?
vegetables. Yeah.
Fish, fruits, vegetables, nuts, almonds, all that stuff.
Which
So
I
that's what it
do
is.
if you're gonna have to go by a diet or something, I guess that would be the one that I would pick because that's already how I kind of eat
Right.
already.
Well, that's how, because I went to the doctor again and my cholesterol's still high. So I'm starting the Mediterranean diet again because that's the one that works. Cuts out
Bad
all that
cholesterol?
crap. All of it. All of
All
it's
of it?
high. My good's high, my bad's high, the whole thing's high. So,
Well, that kind of runs in our family though, high cholesterol.
mine's
Mine was
high. I know why.
high, but they said it was only high because my good cholesterol was so high. So I guess I'm like,
It
good.
bumped it up. My bad cholesterol's high though. It's supposed to be way lower. That's
So
because
I'm
I've been
too
eating
healthy.
pizza and nachos and chips nonstop and cookies. All right, I
Yeah,
got something
well,
else from TikTok. This TikTok episode.
okay.
Welcome back. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
So there's a video from
No, I see you.
well, just wait. There's a
Okay.
video from CTV News, and it shows a crane operator. So I'll explain it for the listeners out there who are listening. So it shows a crane operator must have fell. Somebody working fell, was holding onto the string, and the crane operator had to lower this thing down with him hanging on the string. If he let go, he would die. Let me show you the screen. Let
Why
me
was
show
he
you.
on his phone?
I don't know if you can see that. Can you see
Hold
that?
on, hold still, hold it. What's he doing there?
He must have fell. They no, the person filming doesn't know.
And that's how they caught him?
Yeah, so he's holding onto a string, and they're slowly lowering him
Oh,
down to
he
the
was
rooftop.
probably on that thing.
And then it lifted up, and he fell, and he's slowly lowering him down to the roof. So then they,
He was probably in that box thing.
at this
Like
point,
a
they start
window seater
screaming,
type of
and they're
thing.
like, "Stop! Stop! He's there. He's safe because they didn't want him to get smushed by the box now.
Well, he could run out of the way though.
so
So he
so
was
that's
probably on the box thing.
I don't
Maybe
know, but
like he just
that's
didn't
just
hide
news.
it.
If you want to, if you're listening and want to see
Oh,
it, you got to go to my go to our YouTube page and you can see that
that's
part of it.
crazy.
Yeah,
That'd be
right.
scary. That's why you don't
That's
go
why
up
you don't do
high.
that. You don't go up high. No, you don't do that kind of stuff. So,
Don't come up high. Don't get high.
do you have anything? Because I got something else. I got a ton of stuff. It's been a while.
Well, not really. I was gonna give some facts about Kentucky since I was just in Kentucky.
Give some facts about Kentucky.
But
We
these
all
are
right.
all like about Derby. I just Googled things real quick and they seemed interesting.
I got a Kentucky
Um,
sign behind me. I love Kentucky.
I know. Well, you used to live in Kentucky.
3 years. One of my favorite places ever. Trying to
So,
open my water
one
bottle.
of them that's kind of funny was to this day, supposedly, Kentucky's governors must swear an oath before taking office that they have never fought a duel with deadly weapons.
Why?
Just, they just don't want people fighting duels.
You think any governors have?
Maybe before this came to pass.
I felt like Matt Bevin might have. Wasn't
Maybe.
he? He was the governor before
With
Bashir.
deadly weapons. But you could fight a duel with non deadly weapons, so like a pool noodle.
Or like a toothpick.
And
Could you kill?
supposedly, Mother's Day originated in Kentucky when Henderson schoolteacher Mary Towles, hopefully I said her name right, Sassine, created it to honor her own mama.
Well, shoot.
Yeah,
That's cute.
nice, right?
Yeah.
Saloon smashing Bad A Carrie Nation was born in Garrard County. So there's some
There's a
things.
Kentucky fact. I'm sure that's everybody's loves it. Find another one.
All right, one more. Um, Man o' War, one of the most famous horses ever born in Kentucky, never actually ran a race in the state.
Oh shoot. Why?
So, oh, here's one from Louisville, where I used to live. Thunder over Louisville, the Derby festivities opening ceremony has the world's largest fireworks display. Do you think that's true?
I mean, it's
The
you found
world's
this on the
largest?
internet? If you found
One
it
of
on the
the
internet,
world's
probably.
largest? Gotta be true.
It's got to
Has
be true.
the world's largest, it says. And we don't fact check, so who knows? But
It
I don't
is.
really believe that. But
It's
we could
big.
double check sometime.
It's big.
Yeah, so good old Kentucky.
Good old Kentucky. That's the fun facts. Could you win a duel?
Me?
Like, what would you like? What kind of duel? Like, I'm thinking like you got a gun. It's like old western. Like,
A duel.
pew.
Would I win?
Could you win? Yeah.
Who am I going against? Can I
Who?
practice
Who
shooting
would
first?
you? Who would you want to go
I've shot a
against?
gun like once in my life.
Who would you want
I
to
could
go
maybe
against?
win against you.
Maybe.
There's some people I wouldn't mind going against.
It could be fun.
But I'd hope I wouldn't want to lose. Can I wear like armor?
You want to wear a hat?
Yeah, like a
A,
bulletproof
a hard
helmet.
hat? The back to the video I showed. There is, if you listen to the audio of it, the guy was we're screaming at the guy. He's like, because the person holding was like trying to like I think grab his hard hat,
Uh-huh.
and the guy's like, "Don't worry about your hard hat. Forget your hard hat." He just let it fall, but that made me remind me
Wow.
of it. Yeah, it was a crazy situation. I don't know when that happened.
Oh,
Could have been
supposedly Post-its were founded in Kentucky.
Post-its.
Yeah. Or
God bless.
invented, not
What would you
necessarily.
do without a Post-it?
I don't know. I mean, now people don't do too much with them, but I mean, I think they were used a lot before the computers.
Yeah,
I like a good Post-it.
you
Make a
do.
little note, throw it away.
I do notepads. I have notepads
Those are
everywhere.
good too.
What?
Those are good too.
Oh, I thought you said dirigimajew.
I love a dirigimajew.
So what about this like what do they call it over there in Switzerland? Let me look it up. The the collider thing in Switzerland. You hear about this? They started it like
Collider. Oh,
2012.
yes. Someone was recently telling me about this. The what is it called? the God
The
atom
Large
or something.
Hadron Collider. Yeah, they're trying to
They're
find the
like
God atom.
smashing atoms together. I didn't
Yeah,
hear about it while I was there, but I guess it was happening. And my dog's crying. You hear that? Look at her.
I hear
She's
squeaking
mad.
because you moved the laptop.
Well, that was that too. But yeah, I didn't know about it when I was there, and then someone was telling me about it recently, and yeah, tell us about it. They're like smashing atoms, right? People
They're
are worried
smashing.
they're going to open up like a black hole or something.
People think that every time they've turned this thing on, it
Something
changes
crazy has
something.
happened.
It changes something in our universe.
But
So
like
like
we're
they
not. When's the last time they turned it on? Do you know?
I think it was like 2012 and then they turned it on again after that at some point, but then it's been on they've been doing maintenance on it. But they say like the crazy stuff has happened is that's why the Mandela effect stuff was started.
What is it called?
The Large Hadron Collider.
Mm.
Hadron. But
Had- had-
they say that that's why the Mandela effect, like we're remembering things that actually didn't that we think happened, but they're not like now they're saying Chick-fil-A. You hear about
Does
this?
it exist?
I've listened to a bunch of podcasts talk about this. They're saying Chick-fil-A, after they started that, people were saying Chick-fil-A was actually spelled with a K and not a
Yeah.
CHIC. What do you think? Do you remember?
What?
Chick-fil-A is wait, no.
It
They
is
believe
spelled
it was
with a
spelled without a K, without a K. They say it was originally CHIC dash FIL dash A.
I
They
don't
say
remember that ever being true.
you don't remember that? I
Mm-mm.
can't vouch for it. I didn't look at Chick-fil-A long enough to know. I mean, it could be true. I mean, it does look like there's a lot of it does the word looks different now.
Right.
So maybe it is
Sure.
true. Who knows? There are also people are also worried that it's going to actually cause a black hole that's going to
Right.
slowly
That's
get
what
bigger and bigger and then like suck the world in.
Well, why do they have to be like doing this
Smashing
crazy
atoms.
stuff? Yeah.
That's
Well,
the
apparently, what they did research between 1998 and 2008.
right. So
Hmm.
I don't know. They're just smashing stuff. I mean,
So if anything funny happened in your life around that time,
I'm trying to think. Actually, what was it, a couple weeks ago? They smashed the atoms. They did
anything
it the day
crazy
after I
happened?
left Ohio when we were there for July 4th. They smashed atoms. So what happened that day? Oh, you know what? I remember for a minute, I blacked out,
Did you?
and then I came back too.
Anything else?
That's it. I blacked out. Oh, forget that.
Nothing.
I got better news.
Yeah.
So I got set up with a doctor here, like I
Okay.
normally do. I
Cool.
just moved to
Nice.
Pittsburgh. Got set up with a doctor.
I don't even have a doctor. I need one.
Well, whatever. Anyways, when I'm
You
signing
don't.
up, I can sign up for. They said, "Do you want to receive information?" At least I think that's what it said. Hopefully, I didn't like sign off my body to be used in experiments. I don't know, but
Why?
I think it was just signing off, like saying you can send me information, and I want to be logged into their whatever. Anyways, so the University of Pittsburgh does like studies, and you could sign up for these studies or try to be a part of these studies, and they give you a list. There's pages on their website of list of like different studies you could do.
You get
Would you
paid?
do that? Yeah, you get well.
I
There's
get
some
paid.
compensation. Well, there was one that was
Depends on
literally
what kind of study. If it's just like me going, they're not like putting anything in me.
yeah.
Sure,
Well,
why
there's
not?
a okay. So there was one I was reading. Let me see. Hold up. Let me see if I have it. There was one I was reading where it was like they're going to. Okay, yeah, here it is. I'll just read it for the group. Um, for all of our accidental nonsense followers. I was trying to get somebody on, but I don't know if they're coming. It says, "Are you 18 to 35 years old?
Okay. Yes.
Are you right-handed
Yes.
and have no history of any psychiatric disorders?
Not that I know of.
You may be able to participate in a study to find out how stimulating the brain changes brain activity. This study involves 5 visits and includes completing questionnaires, psychiatric assessments, and then also transcranial magnetic stimulation and fMRI scanning. Compensation provided, and I think they give you like $200.
Is that safe though?
I don't know what transcranial magnetic stimulation is.
Do they just like, I don't know,
Uh-oh. Did,
shock
did
your
I
brain
just
a bit?
lose... Did I just lose my camera?
I don't know.
I think I
We're
lost my
good.
camera. Can you see me?
I can see a frozen picture of you.
Oh, I lost my camera. Are we good?
So,
But
would
yeah.
you do that? I
Yeah, I
don't,
think
yeah.
if the money's right.
It's what'd you call it?
Transcranial.
Transcranial magnetic
Magnetic
stimulation.
stimulation. Yeah.
All right.
Whoa.
It's a non-invasive form of brain stimulation in which a changing magnetic field is used to cause electric current at a specific area of the brain through electromagnetic induction. I don't know, it sounds kind of freaky, but if it's safe. No, I just looked up the definition. But the photo seems interesting. They just put something on your head and then, it looks like a metal detector that they put on your head. I think we lost David, so
What happened? Are you still here? Are you still here?
now we've got two of you. All right.
Okay, but that's fine. We'll fix it later. Is it still recording?
Yeah, we're good.
My connection just messed up. What were you saying? We were
So,
talking about transcranial
yeah,
magnetic
and
stimulation.
well, they know. So, it looks like what you would, a metal detector that they like just stick on your head.
Here, let me share the screen. I just googled it so they can our folks can see it. Did I
So,
just lose
yeah,
the
it
camera
doesn't
again?
it doesn't look too bad, but I don't know, anything with the brain kind of freaks me out because I want my brain to stay okay.
All right, can you see that? There it is. Yeah,
As
so it
long as
just looks
it's
like they're
not
just
gonna be
like
like doing anything bad to it or hurting it.
see they're compensating you though. You're getting money for this.
Well, yeah, but $200 in return for what if your brain goes haywire?
You never know. There was also one, it was just a random one. It said something about like just showing up. You had to like
Are there
listen.
any
Yeah,
ones
okay.
where you can like taste foods?
I don't know. There was one where I'm
Mm.
pretty sure they were gonna make you ingest cocaine and then see how it affects your brain. I'm
Don't we
almost
already
positive.
know?
I'm almost positive that's what it was. I mean, I could
Don't
be
we already
wrong.
know the side effects of cocaine?
I'm pretty sure that's what it was. So, anyways, yeah, I don't know. There was one that was like they'll give you $10. You go sit in a room for an hour, and then they're gonna play like music and like
That's not really worth
loud.
their time.
No, because they're gonna play like loud music and they're gonna see how well you can listen.
Well, that could hurt your hearing. $10 isn't worth it. Maybe if it was like a
No,
$100. Some people get
yeah,
paid. Most people get paid more than $10 an hour. So why would you
yeah,
do
but
it?
if you really needed $10,
I could just like sell a DVD or something.
I mean, I used to get paid like 750, so
Yeah, mom.
back in the day. What does your time say on this podcast? Because mine's back to zero, so we started all over
Mine's
again.
at 1822. So
Okay, good. So you got the right time. I don't know how this is going to affect it. We might have to completely record everything new because we're just messed up because it's our first time. We haven't done this in a while. We're just out of whack. We're out of whack.
we were never in whack, but
I was never in the whack. Studies. So would there ever be a study that you would want to do?
if it was anything that had to do with like they would take me somewhere cool, or I could eat like good food, or like studies about if I could get like a free massage.
I don't think there's study. That's a vacation you're talking about.
Yeah, okay.
Let's eat food and get a massage. Maybe a study where it's
Yeah,
about sitting on the beach.
yeah, but they could do maybe there's some sort of study about how that affects your mental state or brain or I don't know. If anyone's
Medical
up for
studies.
that, I'd be happy to take part in that.
All right, say someone's going to give it. Okay, so I think I remember the one where I'm pretty sure they were going to give you cocaine to see how some protein works in your brain.
Sure.
I think it was like 2 grand
Okay.
for 3 visits.
How much cocaine?
I mean,
We'd have to
now
know.
don't quote me on this. I don't know if it was actually cocaine, but 2 grand, 3 visits.
I think it'd depend on how much they're trying to give me, what they're trying to do.
You really?
Well, yeah, because at some point, money's not worth it for long-term
Yo,
health issues.
okay, I'm just looking up medical like studies. This one says healthy overweight adults ages 18 to 65 needed. Compensation $18,000. Hold up, I'm gonna click on it. 18 grand. This might be what you can do for like ever. I'm technically overweight,
You
so
just gain a lot of weight and then you could go do it.
well, I'm technically overweight for my height now, anyways.
You are?
Yeah.
I wouldn't believe that.
Study involves 12 separate stays totaling 19 nights and 6 follow-up visits.
Okay.
Compensation of 18 grand may be provided for time and participation. So what is it for though? It doesn't say what it's for. It just it literally does not say what exactly they're
It's like a
doing.
mystery camp.
It just says you're going to go and stay overnight and you need to be a healthy overweight adult.
All right.
Would you do that?
Is
They're
there
going to give you
such
18
thing
grand.
as
You don't know
a
what's going to happen.
overweight adult? Would I do
You might
that?
turn into like 11 from Stranger Things.
I'd want to know. Well, it depends on what kind of papers they have me sign. If I have like, I don't know. Who knows what they could be doing?
This is interesting though. This might be something that like
Oh, I wouldn't mind.
this one's
11.
this one's 3 grand. And it's just like it says one short stay and one phone call.
That's nice. I'll do that one.
What's a short stay? Anybody out there interested in like
we
medical
can do
stuff?
this as like a little podcast trip. We could go do a study together.
Do a study. I feel like it's going to be that thing. Didn't they do it? Who did it a while back? They did some study that where they put people, some were prison like labeled prison guards, some were labeled prisoners to see
Oh,
how.
yeah.
You remember that? Who was that?
Right.
That was like I learned that in school. I forget who it
Yeah.
was though.
I
And
forget.
like the prison guards were really like controlling and they like snapped.
It was students. It was at a university.
Right.
I think they ended up getting in trouble for it.
I don't.
I don't remember, but yeah, you're right. The people who had the prison roles ended up being like super intense for no
like
reason, really. Like they didn't have any reason to be like that.
What's going on?
So
That's what I was saying. This one says one stay of 12 nights and you get 5 grand.
I'll do that.
But it doesn't say what it's going to be though.
Yes.
Who knows what's going on?
You don't know what's going on. So,
What's up, D?
We've got a guest here.
You wanna
we had an interruption.
I don't want to guess, but
I'll give
I was
him a
gonna,
field
I was
study.
gonna bring something up. I did do a study once. Here we go. We've got.
All right, here we go. Here's the thing. Medical study.
Would you do a medical study?
For $1,000, would you let people probe you wherever they wanted?
Absolutely.
All right, that's it. So if anybody out there wants
Now,
needs somebody to
$1?
probe,
He'd
I
do it
do
for
it for
20.
50.
would you do cocaine for 2 grand
10.
in a controlled environment?
Yes.
That's what it is. I'm pretty sure University of Pittsburgh's giving people cocaine to test their brain.
We don't fact check, so they'll have to let us
No, I don't think I would.
2 grand though.
If it was a controlled,
It's
test,
yeah, it's a controlled environment.
depends on what they wanted to test it for.
Well, they want to see there's this
preacher?
protein in your brain. They want to see how like
Specifically,
all that works.
preachers. They're testing preachers on.
They're testing how preachers handle cocaine addiction.
If it's, you know what though, if it's to cure an addiction that people may
I think that's what they're trying to do.
So all for the greater good. I did
Yeah.
do a test
All
for
for the
not a
greater
medical study, but for a video game. I did do a test once. They were just testing like people who might buy the video game. And so basically they had me run through, it was just a game on the app. So they had me run through this game that they have and go through the steps and then
To see how you liked it.
talk about how I liked it, if I liked the characters, if I liked what it looked like, the aesthetics and all that, the storyline, and it was
What
kind of
did you get?
interesting. I got paid.
See,
forget.
that's all I want.
It was like at least $100 or so,
See, I should just do
and
that.
it was just like an hour.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
it was pretty
That's
cool.
it. That's the one.
All right,
Medical studies.
yeah,
All right.
sounds good.
I think that's it.
That's all. Do you have
That's the
a
welcome.
Would you rather?
Yeah, let me get it. That's our welcome back episode. Thank you all for listening. I do have a question. Where did I put my stuff? I'm looking for it. It's over here.
What
1
did you
minute.
call it again?
If you had to.
If
It's
you
an if you
had
had to. Yeah, it's our if you had to.
If you
Nope, that's the Game of Thrones. I don't know what this game is, but all right, we're gonna try to get people on here. Maybe we'll record again soon, but we'll get this one uploaded.
Hopefully we'll be back sooner than later.
Ooh, have we done have a demon inside you? Do you got a demon
I
inside
don't
you?
remember this.
You don't remember that? Should I do a demon inside you? All right, let me grab that one, because that's just the first one I saw. All right. I think we did that one. We've done a lot of these. Anyways, there's a... Hold up. I think I'm picking ones we already have. I should have like thrown the other ones away.
All right, here we go.
It's coming. Yeah, we're here. We're here. Sorry, my... All right, here we go. You ready?
Yeah.
This one's an easy one. I hope I can edit this right because my screen went haywire and I had to refresh it. Anyways, be frozen and then revived 500 years later, or have
Okay.
a demon living inside of you.
Be frozen and revived 500 years later. Does the demon always stay there?
I don't know. It could.
don't
It could
know.
not.
I mean, 500 years later, you wouldn't know anyone. You'd be all confused. I'd take the demon. I mean, maybe it's like not too bad.
It might not be bad. I vaguely think we did the demon inside you one.
Maybe we have, but I don't remember the whole. But this is a good one. I think
It is a good one.
Demon, because I don't think I'd want to be revived 500 years later. That'd be. I don't know. That'd be kind of difficult.
You think so?
Well, yeah, all your family and friends would be gone, and then you'd have to make new friends, and that's just.
But what if you're frozen like when you're like 71?
When everyone's already dead.
Yeah, then they bring you back 500 years later. Then it's like
Sure,
you found a
then it's
cure to
just
keep
like
you
for
alive.
fun. Then
Yeah.
it's like, okay, cool, whatever.
See? So you'd pick that one?
If I was old like that, sure, why not? Because what's the difference?
Yeah, I'd have a
Yeah,
demon
but
living
then
inside me.
everybody's already dead. But then you would still have like grandkids or nieces and stuff.
I'd take the demon.
Yeah, I would too.
It'd be cool to see like
What happens?
you could do a medical study.
Yeah.
We're looking for somebody 18 to 35 that has a demon living inside you.
with 18
Boom.
to 35 demons inside of them.
And they're trying to give like Catholic priest practice on exorcism.
Exercising the demons.
That's right. That's it.
Yeah.
All right. Episode 19,
It came full
welcome-
circle.
our welcome back tour. We'll be back at this more frequently now, I think, I hope. But catch us next time. You got anything else?
I'll
Anything
find
you
a
want to share?
soundproof room next.
Oh, real quick. We'll close it out on what was your favorite thing about Switzerland?
I mean, the mountains, obviously, I guess.
What was your favorite food in Switzerland? That's what people care about.
I guess cheese.
Cheese? The Swiss cheese?
Supposedly where I was, they were like, had all these fondue dishes and stuff. And that actually was pretty good.
Okay, so here's my question then.
Yeah.
Before we close. Does the Swiss cheese have holes in it?
Not the cheese I had.
Oh, man. America, you're letting us all down. Now kids are growing up thinking Swiss cheese has holes in it, and it doesn't. It's fake
not
news.
always holy.
Jeez. All righty. Adios, everybody.